Video time. Hello, boys and girls. Today, our video is going to be on a most unusual item. This is the German Maestro 160. German Maestro 160. Let me get a there's a might be a GM 160. Oh, wait a minute. GMP-160. It says it right here. Right there on this little headband thing here. GMP-160. Anyway, I every once in a while, just keep things honest. I like to do a video on every headphone, including the very worst ones that I come across. And this one here is unusual because it's the worst of the worst. So what we have here is a headphone that weighs almost nothing. It could be 2 ounces. And has about a 4.5 foot cable. It ends in it's so kinked that a standard mini plug that it hasn't even unraveled yet. I guess these are certainly non-detachable cables down here at the ear cups, double entry. I can't even say this is a closed headphone because there's not that much isolation, and there's just zero clamping force. You just sit them on your head and they sort of cover your ears, kind of. But the ear pads are basically a paper compound with some coloring to make them look like, almost like they might be pea leather plastic, but they, I'm certain they're paper. If that's plastic, it's the thinnest plastic ever made, and shouldn't be on an ear cup. The inside here, covering the drivers, I haven't even got to look at the drivers. This is paper. It's a paper compound of some kind. I don't know. It's got some glue in it or whatever to give it a stiffness, but it's still basically paper. And headband is this plastic thing, which is kind of hard to describe unless you could see it up close. But it's probably about the cheapest plastic I've ever seen. Now, German Maestro makes good headphones. They make the 435 or 400 or another one that I reviewed that was pretty good, a real industrial quality headphone, very durable. This doesn't inherit anything from that. The sound would be good if it didn't have the incredible amount of peakiness in the treble. Now, I have headphones that have response all over in the treble. I have some with huge peaks at 5 kilohertz. I have some with huge recesses at 5 kilohertz. And I didn't judge whether a headphone has an emphasis or a suck-out based on, the average of maybe 50 of the best headphones I've had. And this one here, I'll show you the response curve. Let's see if we can do this sideways, or how are we going to do this? Yeah, let's do it this way. It makes more sense. This is the curve that I did. Here we go. And what that shows is there's a little weakness in the low bass, around 40 hertz, but it picks up pretty good by about 60 to 70. So it's got a good bass, but it doesn't have anything down really low. And so I boosted it, and it took the boost okay without without having that undue amount of distortion. There's probably some, but it's not bad. So it took the bass boost okay, but look at that treble. I have pushed down frequencies from, let's see, 5 to 9 kilohertz by anywhere from 7 to 9 decibels. I guess maybe that's not bad for some headphones. I don't know. This thing's really a scorcher. Ear scorcher, I call it. But anyway, there's the sound. And build quality is practically non-existent. Now, the reason why I think this headphone exists, even though I bought it as an ordinary headphone, that's the way it was presented on the site where I got it. I bought it as an ordinary headphone, but I don't think it is. I think this is one of those things, you see them in these industrial ads where they have 100 or 200 headphones to a box for, like 100 headphones for $500 or something like that, and they sell them to people who are doing seminars and things like that, so they can give all their attendees a $5 headphone, and then take it home with them. Or they sell them to airliners, you know, who give them to people on flights and stuff like that to watch the movie. And I think that's basically where this comes out of. It's just one of those temporary use industrial things. But anyway, geez, it's one of a kind. I haven't had I've had a lot of headphones around $30, like this one. Some of the edifiers, which are decent, and even Monk, who makes earbuds, not a full-size headphone, make a really great earbud for $5, and you know, it compares very favorably, or even better than some of the earbuds that sell up to $100. So you can make a good product at a low price, but this ain't it. And so, you know, God help anybody that buys this thing if they intended to use it for a year or so. Ain't gonna happen. But anyway, there we are. That's the German Maestro GMP-160. And don't let this be your example of what German Maestro makes, because they've got a lot of good headphones in their lineup. So there we go. Thank you very much.